Yeah, so here I go. Still trying to get the damn arrows past this guy.
Open up the video with a strong inhale through my nose.
Oh, run! Oh, that looked pretty sweet, actually. I do have a couple of good, like, dodges here and there. Ow!
Oh god, that hurt.
Yeah. That really felt like it hurt. Arrows.
You can just tell sometimes, like, oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I know, right? You just feel that. You just feel one with your character. You're like, ugh, man.
We just got our ass kicked.
There we go. I'm looking around for more arrows while I'm dodging this guy. Oh wow, that bloom. Nintendo's really gotten obsessed with bloom.
Blue's cool. What are we gonna get, Bluigi?
Bloom, not blue. Like that little shiny effect.
Yeah.
Oh, that effect.
Yeah, like I really wish you could turn it down a little bit. Like Nintendo's just like, how do we make this HD? We just add bloom to it. Brilliant. Especially Wind Waker HD, like that has a crazy amount of bloom.
Yo, Wind Waker HD's bloom is...
It just washes all the
It
color.
works with Wind Waker HD.
Except for they still turned it up way too high. Like they didn't need to crank it up to 11.
I honestly think the original looks better.
No, not to 11,
Well,
but...
it's one of those things. In almost every way, Wind Waker looks better, except they turned the bloom up way too high. So in any area that's not like the sun isn't shining on everything, it looks fine. But then you get outside in the sun, and the bloom really, like, you know, gets in the way of things. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, Breath of the Wild still has a lot of that bloom, but at least this is the game that was made from the ground up with the bloom as part of its art design, so it doesn't, you know...
Yeah, like, it's still just as much bloom, but...
I still think it's a little much like here, where the sun's, like, right in the background, but... But, like, right here, it's fine, until I turn around to the sun. And I finally de-aggroed the guy, so here I am trying to see what arrows I can grab without re-aggroing them. Try to see if there's any arrows up here at the top of the hill. Which I think... I'm trying to remember. Do I find some up here? Yes, I do. That's the whole reason why I'm here, just to get these shock arrows. Killing this guy is completely optional.
Well, that's a shocking prospect.
Oh yeah, and I found a thing up here. It simply says, jump at your own risk. Which, I mean, if you're gliding, it takes up stamina, so if you don't have enough stamina to reach the bottom, you're fucked.
Shock arrows accused of...
Whee!
Battery? Yeah, because battery.
Well, hopefully my tablet doesn't run out of battery again. There's another arrow. See, how many do I have at this point? Oh, enough to complete the quest. So there's the minimum. So I think I get the idea to save at this instant. Because I still want to get more arrows, but now the quest is ticked, so I can choose just to give up. And I'm fine, we can progress. But at the same time, too, I still want extra arrows. Because that is actually the bare minimum arrows you need for the boss fight you use them in. So right now, if I go to do that boss fight and I miss once, I have to pretty much restart.
So why didn't you add it out to saving?
Because it didn't really take that long. I added out like super boring, long-winded stuff as much as I can, but I've got to do that for the cooking. I'll get better as it goes.
Oh, why don't we make a whole fight of cooking?
Why is the grass so shiny? Oh,
No,
because it's wet.
water.
Because it's wet. Still though, I've seen wet grass, but it's never that shiny. Doesn't it look a little too shiny even for wet grass?
Kind of.
Like, it's practically like glass. You may as well Yeah, it's like it's just a little wet. It's not literally a body of water. The rock makes sense, but the grass. Anyway. Also, it's kind of cold here too. Oh. Does he see me? I hope he still sees me. Get out of there. Okay, good. Whew. So that's how the stealth mechanic works.
Oh.
You also have a little thing. See the thing in the bottom right for sound? That's how much sound you're making.
Oh.
So so they actually have like decently built stealth mechanics in the Zelda game.
For once.
For once, yeah. Instead of shoehorning a stealth section into a Zelda game that wasn't built for stealth.
Those are probably the least the worst sections of any given Zelda game.
But this Zelda game actually does stealth pretty well.
Alright.
Like, you sneak into enemy bases and toss a bomb in to make all their explosive barrels explode. Well, there's two key things in a stealth game. One is the stealth fun. Two, when you screw up stealth, is your backup plan fun. But your backup plan has to not, it has to be fun to do, and it has to work, but it has to not be so good that you can just negate the stealth. Now, this is a game where stealth is used to compensate for the fact that you can't brute force everything. Like, you're not quite given enough resources to just hack and slash constantly, only like some of the time. So stealth's meant to be just like one of the tools in your tool belt, along with a long list of other things you can do that you have to juggle between to really get through the game. Basically, if you're doing any one method to get out of a situation too much, you'll find yourself running out of supplies really quickly. So if you're not using some of everything, you're basically, you're just not gonna have enough stuff. So, like shooting like a couple arrow shots with your arrow, like sneaking in, sniping as many of the enemies as you can, and then before engaging head on, things like that.
I found him.
No, more accurately, he found me because I was trying to avoid him. Here, it takes a little bit more than just hiding behind a rock to get him to forget you're there. There he is shooting his arrows in the air. Oh, and I ran out of stamina, so that fucked me over.
Damn.
Game over.
GG home.
So anyway, you can. Of course, if he hasn't fully spotted you, then hiding behind a rock can be used to alleviate that a bit. While it's still in the "is something there" kind of phase.
Oh.
Like, I swore I heard something. Oh, there he just spotted straight up. I spend the rest of this part here just kind of meandering around. Oh, ouch. In the water. I was thinking about, like, just trying to get the arrows off camera, not even bother recording it. Oh, and there he teleports. Which I did not know he could do.
I didn't see him do it before.
Did you see him do it before?
No.
Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, this would be a good time to have a horse, wouldn't it?
Assuming the horse can get there.
Well,
That's a common problem with the horse.
Yeah, well, just like everything in this game, you use it to the best of your ability when you can, because you're not going to always have it. That seems to be the general attitude of this game: is don't try to hold on to things, try to use them. Try to set up situations where you can use it as quickly as possible. Because if you just try to hoard everything, then you're going to end up wasting it on something just because you don't have anything else to use it on. Use on something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, instead of saving it for a really big sphere guy, just use it on this. But anyway. Also, that fox seems to be very undisturbed by him, but runs away immediately if I get close to it. It's still there, Cheetos? He doesn't know. Anyway.
Does sound still on?
Oh, I mean, it should be. There's no reason for it not to be. It just the video audio is off because I don't want to record it twice. Unfortunately, we did for a little bit of this, so there'll be a little bit of the reason why I didn't want to do that. No, quarter heart. Honestly, this is more fun when I died really quickly and there was a lot of short instances of me dying, but... Oh, there he goes charging me again. No, he already has 4 legs. Does going on all 6s make it... Why would going on all 6s make him run any faster? I mean, for humans, going on all 4s doesn't make us faster.
Mm.
Game over. And he used like the Zelda font. Battle step. It's dangerous to push enemies head on. When you're low in hearts or don't have protective armor equipped, always be prepared. Also, I realized I forgot to edit out that loading screen. But hey, that's a good
If
tip.
you don't have the stuff, be prepared.
To have a bad time. Also, it's always raining here. Which raining is actually a really big mechanic too. Like campfires will be put out, which you use campfires to skip the time of day, which you would use to get different weather.
Oh.
So not only is rain really annoying, but trying to skip rain is also really annoying too because it puts out all the damn fires. Oh, that was a close one. Good thing I saw him. Woo! So, are you looking forward to this fight?
Maybe.
Of course, I skipped the part of the game. Like, there's a quest I could have done before this. The game would have pointed me to, but I came here first instead.
Oh.
Yeah. Like most people actually have the feature to take pictures of their secret slate already, but I don't.
Oh, selfies?
No, well, I don't know if it lets you take selfies, but there's like pictures. There's like a picture decks or whatever where you take pictures of everything in the game.
There's no selfie camera in this one?
I don't think so. But I don't have it, so I don't know. But what there is, though, is you can take pictures of things and post them on Twitter.
Oh.
Which is the reason why hashtag Switch is trending. So every time someone makes a post from their Switch, it puts a hashtag on it.
Clever.
Yeah, that is very clever, Nintendo, isn't it? And it's not even completely cheating either, because their users are doing it. Like, because people who own Switches are posting, not Nintendo. Run around the rock! Oh, he switched to his arrow.
Still can't out.
Oh, and also, because the rock's wet, and I'm in the water, the electricity transferred through the rock. So you really have to pay attention. That's another thing, too. You have to pay attention to your environment in this game. But it's kind of what Aaron said he wanted in Ocarina of Time's combat system. I wonder if the development team was really listening to the audience on this one.
Usually you don't want to listen to your audience.
Wait, why?
They don't know what they're talking about most of the time.
Well, I mean, sometimes, it's valuable input, but you don't want to necessarily, like, listen to them one for one.
What? Do you really want us to put
Well, extra credits did have this thing where a lot of times people will spout their own solutions when really there's, so what you want to do is you want to try to decipher all the complaints and figure out what the actual problem is.
I can see that.
Like if someone's complaining like, oh, the weapons need to be more powerful. The solution might actually be make the explosions bigger. So that they feel more powerful without actually raising their power level.
Oh.
Like, not really complaining that the weapons are technically unbalanced, just that they don't have that impact. This is one example. So, anyway, see you folks next time.
See it.